Hello. Today we are going to take a look at our researched argument assignment. So I want to walk you through exactly what's being asked of you there and give you an idea of what you'll need to focus on. So there's also videos that explain the annotated bibliography assignment, which works to prepare you for this. And there's also a video that walks you through how to research. So view those as well. Let's take a look. I'm going to share my screen and we'll take a look at the assignment together, and I will explain exactly what's being asked of you there and why. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit so you can see this better. Okay, so the basics. This is your third major essay here. And so the basics, you've got 8 to 10 full pages. You have 6 credible sources, minimum. You can have more than that, but at least have 6. You want to either quote, paraphrase, or summarize and cite from those sources. And of course, they should support your thesis and your argument. There's the learning outcomes that this is going to focus on. What's the purpose? The purpose is to compose an argument essay with 6 outside sources, which demonstrates critical researching, reading, and writing ability. The research argument essay builds on writing and rhetorical skills that you've been acquiring throughout the course. So here's the assignment. So you're going to write an argument essay with 6 credible outside sources, which focuses on and supports a debatable thesis statement about a topic. When you write an extended argument essay requiring research, you are consistently making an argument. You are arguing that your perspective and interpretation is a valid one. So here are some writing resources that may be helpful throughout the process, and these are also located in there's a writing resources folder at the top of the Blackboard page. Please use those throughout the process. Ensure that your argument considers the rhetorical situation and avoids logical fallacies. When you do quote or paraphrase, as you'll always do when you represent someone else's ideas, make sure you always cite the source and the page number, right? This walks you through the audience and the format, MLA formatting like we've been using for all of our classes here. And pay close attention to the deadlines there, and you've got your, you can see that your topic choice is due first, and that's coming up pretty quickly, and then your annotated bibliography, and then your final revised draft. So all of these work towards helping you have a strong researched argument essay. Let's take a look. I want to show you this, and this link is here for you to look at in more detail. But as you know, as we've looked at the rubric and we've seen what a big part of the grading process, having that controlling idea and having that claim stated in your thesis that is the focus, the roadmap for your essay. This is a really helpful resource. You want to make sure that your thesis statement, your main claim, is debatable. So this does a great job. Avoid the ads there, of course, but this is Purdue OWL, which is always a great resource. You know, here's an example of a non-debatable thesis statement. Pollution is bad for the environment, right? That's not debatable, right? So you go into an example of a debatable thesis statement. So here we go. At least 25% of the federal budget should be spent on limiting pollution. Okay, well, there's something we can debate about, right? Here's another example of a debatable thesis statement. America's anti-pollution effort should focus on privately owned cars, right? So that's that's debatable, whether that is that's what the efforts should focus on. You want to make sure that it's narrow. So this is too broad. Drug use is detrimental to society, way too broad. An example of a narrow or focused thesis, it would be something like illegal drug use is detrimental because it encourages gang violence, right? So that's more narrowed and more focused. Here's another narrowed debatable thesis, and I won't walk you through all of these, but those are good examples to think about as you continue to research and kind of work towards your argument essay and work towards building your thesis. Really, you'll probably find that you'll have your topic chosen in the general side that you're arguing for, but your thesis will probably develop as you're researching. And so that's great, because as you might read a first couple of sources and realize what type of argument you want to make, which redirects the rest of your research and your organization of your ideas, which is great. Types of claims: there's claims of definition, cause and effect. So, and then there's a claim about value. So claim about definition. Here's an example. Some pundits have framed a four-year college education as something necessary for adult success. This notion should not be treated as a given. So that's a claim of fact or definition, right? So this is saying that this is a fact that is not true, right? Claims of cause and effect. So these claims argue that one person or thing or event caused something else to happen. So example: federal student loan policies have contributed to widespread growth in college tuition, right? That's a cause and effect. So it's saying that federal loan student policies that have caused widespread growth in college tuition, right? So that's a cause and effect. Claim about value. These claims value that something is what something is worth, whether we value it or how we should rate it, right? So the student debt crisis is one of the most serious problems facing the country today. It's saying the value of that. It's very important. It's a very serious problem. That's a claim about value. And then last one here, a claim about solution or policies. So this just argues for a solution to a certain problem. So example: rather than encouraging all students to attend four-year colleges, we should instead emphasize the validity of two-year colleges, technical schools, and trade schools as well. So these are things to think about as you're choosing your topic, as you're starting to work on this research argument essay, and as you're researching. So keep that in mind, and that resource is there. And again, like always, if you have any questions, please pose those in the virtual office or water cooler, so that other students or myself or perhaps our embedded tutor can help you with that. And of course, also feel free to email as well. So thank you so much for your time. I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Thank you.